Guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the studio. Today we are running our Rlaarlo XTS Rally car. We are late to the game. We did this body back in November for the launch of the car, and we do have a paint video on that, so check it out. We didn't receive a car when the car came out, but we have one now. And the backstory, the reason why we have it is not that I wouldn't buy one. They sent it out to me because the customer wanted to return it, saying the steering didn't function. Took about 5 minutes to diagnose it, and the transmitter or the receiver was bad. The radio and electronics in this car is not made by Rlaarlo. It's just rebranded Dumbo, and could have easily bought a whole new system on Amazon relatively cheap. But instead of doing that, I just put my Spectrum system in it because I had it. We didn't need to spend any money on it if we didn't have to. And there we go. We got a 2-channel radio in it. And the thing is, when we test run it, we don't have a gyro. The stock radio is a 6-channel and has gyro and has the functions for the lights. By putting the 2-channel receiver in there, I lost the function of the lights and I don't have any gyro. So it's a little bit of a handful to drive, but not too bad. So check out the running footage. We're going to do a lot of no talking during the dirt running. Just some raw footage, I guess you'd call it. And we'll get back. We'll do a full review of what we think and honest review. And yeah, check out the running footage. All right, guys, speed check time. We got the GNS hooked up, and let's see what she's got. Start. It's reading it. All right, let's go. I did make a 63-mile-an-hour pass on this street with our Poor Boys Speed Challenge last summer, so we should be able to do 40 or 50, whatever this thing will do. Here, on this side. That's everything. That's with the factory supplied 3-cell. Fast enough. How fast is it? Good brake. And stop. Read 32. Okay. Yeah, we need a little more power. Pretty good though, out of the box. I have no idea what that motor is. That's the
what's the KV?
Version. That's the 32 something, I think.
We can fix that.
Now it's time to go get it dirty. All right, guys, we're back from our little adventure, and this is what 2 battery packs looks like. We ran one out in the street, did a speed run, and then we took one up there to the field. And yeah, she's not new anymore. Let's see what we got on the inside. Yo! That's why it was so heavy carrying it back. Got about a half-mile walk to our little spot up there, but it's an awesome place to run a rally car or some off-road stuff. She's pretty dirty. And we're going to do an honest review once we get it cleaned up, but just a few quick points. A couple people have been complaining about getting debris in the spur gear. I'm sure I've got some dirt in there, but it's not making any noise. It hadn't been locked up or anything weird. We did get a rock in the steering rack, and where we were running it was very sandy and gravelly and a lot of loose dirt, so that was kind of understood. I just turned the car off, manually turned it a little bit, knocked it out, and we were right back in business. But anyway, let me knock the mud off this thing and we'll do our review. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that little bit of running footage. We did blow it out. I didn't really clean it. And yeah, still muddy in there. But for the most part, no complaints about the performance-wise and the durability. We didn't get crazy with it and try to jump it real high or anything. We hit a couple little bumps here and there. A lot of rocks and a lot of sandstone, a lot of different kind of different terrain there. We had the red dirt, we had some sand, had a little bit of mud, and overall the car did good. We did get a little bit of debris in the steering rack, just shook it a little bit and come out. No complaints about the drivetrain. The runtime, my battery, I wish I would have put a clock on it. I bet I ran, I'm assuming, a good 20 minutes. I'm not sure, but it seemed like a long time because I did all them shots on the off-road with one battery. I drove it one side of the field to the other to do the other side when we changed locations in the field. That field's got a lot of different terrain. It's got some red mud on one side and it's got sandstone on the other, so it's really cool for these cars. Yeah, my complaints, I guess the first thing that a lot of people have complained about on the Facebook groups is that the car, after running it a few times, it don't want to come back up. I think the springs are just too soft. Yes, you can put a lot of preload on them and get the car to come back up. But I would think a short spring with a heavier gauge spring or a heavier spring where the car would maintain its ride height but be a little bit stiffer, where these adjustments would be a little bit more fine-tuning. Because I did crank down on the rears because the car does have a little bit of weight in the rear with all the body stuff and the hinges and all that, and it tends to squat. I put some preload on the rears. With the rear jacked up, the front kept diving. So I think a good stiff, shorter spring all the way around would be a good setup tip. And we're going to look and find something that's the same diameter. I haven't done it yet. I know some other brands out there have some different spring options. I don't know if Rlaarlo does or not, but if they do, that would be a good option. I wish there was more tire options. These work great on the pavement. They work pretty good on the dirt. It's drivable. Again, I'm driving with no gyro, 100% radio, 100% steering, throttle, everything. I was able to drive it with a soft touch and not a problem. But in some soft stuff and some rocky stuff, you could probably use a little bit bigger lug on the tire. These are more of a street tread. And again, they worked, but I think more of an aggressive tire would probably be better than the loose stuff. Body options, since I'm a paint guy, I don't like the fact that you can't get any other style of body. Yes, you can buy these clear, you can buy them different paint jobs on them, but you have this body only. And they do sell the 190 narrowing kit that you got to narrow your CVDs, your arms, and it makes the car 190. Again, I don't know if you can run regular touring car wheels on here and clear the suspension, because these cars does have a unique wheel that's bigger diameter on the inside to clear all the suspension, because these rear arms, the lower arms, are really beefy, which that's a good thing. It's just the fact that you are kind of limited to just these wheels and tires. If they offered more optional tires, that would be cool. Or I don't know if the 190 kit would allow you to run a standard 1.9 touring car wheel, because these are slightly larger diameter overall, everything, even the outside diameter, is a little bit bigger than your standard rally tire. But that's my only complaints, is just the style stuff. It's not so much the functionality. The car is awesome. It functions great, drives great. It's fun to drive. We bashed it through the grass. 32 miles an hour, not too bad. That's plenty fast for the dirt. That's using all out-of-the-box stuff. That's the factory, other than the radio, of course. But yeah, overall, I like it. I just wish there was more options for personalizing the car, because I'm all about not leaving a box stock and not doing box art. Yeah, but we do appreciate them sending it out to us. It's very awesome. Things we may change the body out. I got some ideas, not necessarily rally related. We're gonna get creative with it, and we may turn this thing into something. So stay tuned for a future project on the car. For now, there's our running review. We're 4 months late, but we got it in. All right, guys, that's a wrap for our Rlaarlo running video. Again, very nice car. Appreciate it again. No, this is not a Clodbuster 10T. Let's just set the body on there because we got nowhere else to put it. Stay tuned for a future. It's pretty much built. We just got to do a video on the body. That's coming soon. We got the giant truck body coming soon. That will be done in the next few weeks. More racing videos, more running videos. We had to sneak this one in on the weekend because we got a rainy week ahead of us. It's that time of the year in North Carolina. It's either summer or winter. There's no in between. And we're supposed to get cold temps and rain next week. And I thought we better get out there before we lost our track. But anyways, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Check out the link below for merchandise. We got new shirts, stickers, all kinds of new stuff. Hopefully every few months we'll have some new design, as long as they're selling. So appreciate the support, guys. We'll see you next time with maybe a paint video next. So see you then. Thanks.